Yo, what's up guys? Turn Green Go Ham here. Welcome back to the Dark Souls 3 100% walkthrough. So you'll notice in the bottom right, I do have a lot of souls. I've actually spent a lot. So I mentioned in the last video that I was going to do a lot of farming. And if we look here, we've got the sunlight medals. I've done so many boss kills, mainly Aldrich. Really easy to catch somebody for Aldrich. Vertebra shackles. Tons of invasions for human dregs. We've got our pale tongues. I wish I actually had a couple extra pale tongues, but you know, respec and all that. We've got our wolfsblood swordgrass, so we're good for all of our covenants. Now, I'm not going to outlevel you guys with these souls, and I haven't been. What I've been doing is purchasing spells. This is something that you're going to have to do for the platinum, and there's no walk-through way to do it. You just have to go out there and farm souls. If you look here, you'll notice I've bought all of Carla's. I've also bought all of our pyromancer trainer. I did not buy Orbix because we need to speak to him for quests, and I didn't buy all of Miss Arena's. You'll also notice I'm wearing a different outfit. We get Carla's robe. We're a female, so we're going to wear it, even though we're a very ugly female, being undead. Hollowed, excuse me. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and do this.
Oh, please. You're the little creatures.
So she's fully down the path of dark, but let's finish it off here. We need to buy all the dark miracles. I say that. We need to wait to buy the last one. There is another book in Lothric Castle. In Lothric Castle, we're going to pick up one more for the good miracles. And we need to have those in her inventory when she dies. So I'm really glad I didn't buy that last. So make sure you don't buy all the dark just yet. We're going to hold off. We'll take care of that shortly. So we're going to head over here and we'll talk to Orbic. And there's 4 spells that you need to buy.
Back again, I see. I suppose this means...
So if we go here, you're going to want to buy... I know it's Oral Decoy, Pestilent Mist, Spook, and then there's one more. I don't remember if it's that or Hidden Body. We'll just, we've got the souls, we'll buy them both here. We're fixing to buy pretty much all he's got anyway.
Come again.
Now if we talk to him again...
What is it? Forgot something? It is folly to claim lives wrecked no matter the victim's stature. Every killing has a consequence. Even as I bloodied my hands, I never realized this simple truth. There I was, the very definition of a fool. I have something for you. You're a fine sorcerer now, no mistake. You should have something to prove it. Go on. If I'm giving something away, you'd better well take it.
So we get the Young Dragon Ring.
I don't mean to seem overbearing in the form of... I hope you're not one. I don't mean to in the form
I
of...
wonder if we have to re-engage or if I bought the wrong force spell.
I don't mean to in exchange in the form... I hope. I don't mean any in the fight.
Okay. So let's just go ahead and buy now that we have souls, right? I know eventually you have to buy all of his spells to move his quest forward anyway. We do have one more scroll, 1 or 2 Grand Archives that we're going to have to pick up. But let's see if that moved his dialogue
How
forward
do you
any.
like gimmicks,
Here it is.
friend? This is a sign, a cipher, employed by sorcerers who use quietude to their advantage.
Quietude. So silent ally gesture, excuse me, and the slumbering dragon crest ring that helps you sneak up on people.
With this, You can be sure to tell friend from foe from your very first encounter. It's a very old practice at this point, but one that you deserve to know. I don't mean to see any...
Okay, so he's done for now. We do still have to buy some more spells. So if you remember over here, our NPC from Londor, she wants us to kill him. Natural progression of his storyline will handle that for us. We'll get his ashes, and we can take them back to her, so no big deal there. But we do have Ringfinger Leonhard up here. Or Leonhard the Ringfinger.
Now invade and come on, give yourself.
And he says, give yourself to Rosaria of the Cathedral of the Deep. So that's what we need to do. That's the next step in his quest line. So we're going to head over there. Guys, this episode is pretty much going to be PCs and story. Before we go, though, we did pick up an Estus Shard. Let's go ahead and turn that in. One thing to bring up, we do have plenty of Titanite and large Titanite, so I did go ahead and give this coal and do some random emotes again because we tap buttons too fast. Reinforce the Estus Flask. I believe we only have the one, yep. So we're actually going to add one for our FP. 9 is enough for healing. And if you'll notice here, I now have the Great Scythe up to +6, along with everything else. So what I'm going to do, for the Great Scythe, I believe I'm going to go Chaos for fire, and then later on, I do plan on going and farming a Corvian Scythe. Corvian Scythe is kind of similar in the moveset, but it has awesome scaling, like this one does, for Dark and Chaos Infusion. So this one will take Chaos. And as you can see there, our fire damage goes off the chain due to our double B scaling there in Intelligence and Faith, and that will get up to A by level 10, by +10. But that gives us a good fire weapon to switch to. We can't put it on and leave it on and then still get fast rolls. At least not with our current setup. But just to show you here, it does more damage. Now remember, you can't go by the attack power on these weapons because our right hand weapon 1 is a raw, right? So it does 1 defense type of damage, whereas our right hand weapon 2 goes through 2 defenses. So honestly, the ARs are probably pretty similar. And we would get more benefit out of buffing our right hand weapon 1 with Karthus Flame Arc. Let's see if we have an extra attunement slot, we'll actually slap that on. But for when you're out of FP, it's a good weapon to have on you. So yes, we do have a spare slot, so there it is, Karthus Flame Arc. So now we have the fire buff that we can apply. And we'll show you here, even though this will also be split damage. You can see now it well outperforms at the same level. Let's say the same level, it might be 1 level different. But anyway, it well outperforms having the Chaos weapon. Now that won't always be the case as our Intellect and Faith go up. We will do significantly more damage with the Chaos Great Scythe. But anyway, now we have a fire weapon to switch to when we just need to do some fire damage. We'll be working on a dark one at some point. I'm probably going to do a long sword until I get a Corvian Scythe, or I may just wait for the Corvian Scythe. Either way, we need to go see Rosaria. So let's travel. We're going back to... Nope. There it is. Rosaria's bedchamber. So it's important to note here, what we're going to do is we're going to give 1 pale tongue to Rosaria. You don't want to rank up. You can see we got a worm on the ground over there. You don't want to rank up at this point. There's some other stuff that's going to happen, so first things first, let's take care of this, bro. we go. We get the Hazel pick and the Xanthus crown. So we could actually wear the, see what the weight difference is. I really enjoy the big floppy hat, but it's way heavier. Let's see the difference in the rest of the gear here. 3.6 to 8 point, yeah. There's no way we can wear it. It has significantly more physical reduction for a caster set. If you're looking for some physical reduction, go with the lighter weapon. Maybe pump up your endurance some more. But anyway, let's go ahead and give a Pale Tongue. And get the Rosaria's Fingers Covenant. And we're just going to offer one. Okay, so now that we've offered one, you can see our buddy is right back here against the wall.
Ah, so you've chosen to serve Rosaria after all. She will be pleased with me for finding her another finger. But be warned, my friend. Rosaria's fingers need only fetch tongues for their mistress. Otherwise, we are free, unchained. Like Yellowfinger, you can choose to believe that all fingers share camaraderie, but do not force your romance upon the rest of us. Rosaria's fingers need other...
Okay, so we've exhausted his dialogue there. Now the trigger for the next event is going through the Profane Capital. Once you defeat Yorm, which we've already done, the next step will happen. So all we need to do is travel away and travel back. And as you can see, we've got an item up there, and Rosaria is all slumped over. So we get the Black Eye Orb. So Rosaria is dead. You can't do anything. You can examine, but you can't talk to her or anything like that. So what we want to do, the Black Eye Orb will quiver at a certain location. That location is going to be above Aldrich's room. So there's like a going theory that Ringfinger is not a actual finger, and that he's a Blade of the Dark Moon, and that's why he killed Rosaria. I don't know all the lore behind it, but I find it interesting. If you notice, if we come up here, you feel the Black Eye Orb quivering. So if we go to the Black Eye Orb and use it, we're going to invade his world. It's time to take out Ringfinger.
Well, never expected to see you here. Felt sorry for the poor thing in all her festering glory. And now you want to ravage her soul as well. I sowed the seeds, I'll prune the mess. I, Leonhard, swear my vows to the
Ease up, bro. He's not a tough fight. He will do some significant damage to you, but he's not a tough fight at all. And there you go.
Blessed Rosaria.
We have killed the killer. So we get Soul of Rosaria, the Crescent Moon Sword, and the Silver Mask, which is Leonhard's headpiece. So now we're going to head back to Rosaria's bedchamber. So once we get back to Rosaria's fingers, you will notice that even though she's dead, you can still, you know, do whatever you want to there. Let's talk to her real quick. You can see you can still offer pale tongues and level up. You can still allocate your attributes, alter your appearance. We can restore the soul of Rosaria, which just brings her back to life. But there's really no reason to do that because you still have all the options here. That soul will actually get us something different. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and offer the rest of our pale tongues. And this is the place that you respec. So go farm some pale tongues and you can respec your stats if you don't care for it. You can also change your appearance. But you can see here the 10 pale tongue rank 1 or I guess it's rank 2. Reward is the obscuring ring, and then we get the mangrove staff for the final rank with 30 pale tongues. Interesting note about the mangrove staff is that the damage on it for sorceries scales with luck. So if later on you're wanting to do some farming and you want good drop chances, you can come here, you can respec into a luck build and still cast sorceries. Still be very effective with them. So now we want to head back to Firelink. We've got Leonhard's quest completed. We only have a few quests left. We have Orbix, we have Arena, we have... well, there is one more. I'm just totally whiffing it right now. Hawkwood. Yes, Hawkwood. We're going to take care of that in Archdragon Peak.
Aha, thou returned, and a fine soul.
So if we go here, you'll notice Soul of Rosaria, Bountiful Sunlight. So that's another another spell that you're going to have to pick up. This one's a miracle. So we are going to go ahead and grab it. There's nothing else to get with her soul. So that's why we don't turn it back into her and bring her back to life, because you need this for your All Miracles achievement. There's another achievement that I haven't brought up so far. You do have to get all the gestures in the game. Now, I've showed you how to get the gestures from all these summonable NPCs, and rest assured I will show you how to get all of the gestures by the time this is over with. Now, there's one that we're not going to get in this playthrough. If you remember, I talked about Heisel and how you have to play through again and become a Rosaria's Fingers agent early so that you can summon him, because he does give you a gesture. So that is a second playthrough gesture that you got to get. We get way more, you know, spells like that and whatnot by doing this playthrough this time, because we needed the Dark Moon Covenant so that we could get the spell in the ring there. So if you remember, we do still have Vertebra Shackles, we have Wolf's Blood Swordgrass, and we have Human Dregs. So since we're kind of handling quest lines and things like that in this episode, we're going to go ahead and go turn all of these in. So the first one that we want to go do, we'll go turn in the Vertebra Shackles. And go down to the Pit of Hollows. come on over here. And we're going to offer 30 vertebrate shackles. We get Bloodlust, a katana, and then we get Warmth. That's our pyromancy that will heal us. So that's another spell that we needed to pick up. Inventory scrolls. Let's go take a look at it. Warmth. Create a gentle flame that restores HP on touch. So, like Hodrick was using, you can put it down and just stand in it to gain your health back. So it's very possible, honestly, guys, to play through this game without any Estus. Whether you're a pyromancer, a miracle caster, whatever. You can use, healing miracles, healing pyro, things like that, and not have to have any of your regular Estus. Obviously, that makes it a little tougher for bosses, but just bear in mind it is possible. So the next place we're going to go is... we're going to go down to the Water Reserve and see the dead Archdeacon McDonald. And guys, if you want to do all of this stuff at the end of the game, when you're a little more powerful, that makes more sense. I just wanted to take the time to go ahead and farm all this out so I could show you each of the covenants and the rewards. We're going to offer 30. Now we get Great Deep Soul and Archdeacon's Great Staff. The Great Deep Soul is the winner here, at least until we get Great Deep Soul Dregs, I think it's called. But it's your opportunity to do some dark sorceries if you want to. The original Deep Soul just doesn't do much damage. And you can see FP cost of 6, FP cost of 9. It's not bad for when you need dark damage if you're not running a pyro class. And then you get your affinity and you've got dark edge. So you can have a nice dark damage toolkit for sorcery already. And then... so we got, yep, Wolf's Blood, that's it. I always forget about this covenant. Old Wolf of Farron. We're going to go on over here. Offer our Swordgrass. We get the Old Wolf Curse Sword, the Wolf's Knight Great Shield, and the Wolf Ring. The Wolf Ring is what we were after for our achievement. As you can see, the Curved Sword has a high requirement. It's not a great weapon, in my opinion. Everything here is my opinion. But I will talk about the Archdeacon's staff. The main scaling here comes off of Faith. It's got a pretty decent base spell buff, and you can see that the Faith scaling is an A. And it is for sorcery, so it's a way if you're running a miracle build, primarily Faith, to also be able to cast sorceries. So just throwing that out there. As far as this is concerned, though, the Eyes of the Staff is where we're going to be at, because as a pyro, you're leveling both intelligence and faith, and it's stronger for dark sorceries, which is what we're going to be using our sorcery for, is dark. Anyway, so now that we've got all that done, there's one more thing I want to do before we proceed on in the next episode with heading towards Lothric and doing Untended Graves and all of that. It's about time... Actually, let's start from Road to Sacrifices. It's about time we took care of an old friend. Yeah, okay, so from the Road of Sacrifices, we're going to head back up the tower. We don't have anything else to do at Cathedral. We don't have anything else to do, you know, over by our tree boss. None of that. So, it's time to say goodbye to the giant and grab our ring. And there he is. He's already dead. Had we come up here earlier in the game before we went to the swamp, we could have killed him ourselves. But, you know, this is much more palatable. Just let him die of natural causes. Grab your hawk ring and be on your way. I think that's pretty much it, guys, for wrapping up all the things we need to do. Matter of fact, go ahead and homeward bone. I know this will be a short episode, but I hate to start an area after we wrap up all of this quest and covenant stuff and get 5 minutes in and cut the episode. So what we'll do is we'll end up here
Welcome
at
home, speak.
Firelink.
Very well, then take.
We'll go ahead and level up. I did burn my souls down to the approximate area of where we left off in the last episode. Go ahead and do that. We've got to get about 5,000 more. So we use this one. That's 8,000, more than enough.
Welcome us. Very well, then take.
Grab our next point in faith. So we're going to push these up to, I want to say 32 for right now, so just so that we can start using the dark sorceries and the Isla staff. Bear in mind, we are going to have to level that up. Now we do have, you know, regular Titanite and large Titanite. We can also purchase it if we need to. One thing I want to bring up before the episode is over is when you need to farm souls at this point in the game. So if you want to come through and buy all the spells that I've bought, the best place to do it right now is to head to An Orlando. You're going to go to this particular bonfire. As a pyromancer with Dark Flame Orb, these Silver Knights are pretty easy pickings. And if you put your Silver Covenant ring on, you can take care of the two here and the red eye over there, and I want to say it nets you about 17,000 souls-ish. So it's not a bad place to go farm. So that being said, guys, this is going to finish the episode for us. In the next episode, we'll go ahead and take on the Dancer of the Boreal Valley. From there, we'll head on over to Untended Graves before we proceed through Lothric Castle. So, guys, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe and hit me up in that comments section down below. Till the next video, guys, thanks for watching.